Hello my lovelies and welcome back to another video. You know what? I was gonna do my makeup first and then start like chatting to you, but then I changed my mind and I thought, why not get ready with you guys? Because when I'm traveling, I don't have this kind of like a nice sit down setup, I think. So it's never really a perfect opportunity to get ready and speak to you guys, which I've missed. Even though I really thoroughly enjoyed the holidays, I always miss speaking to you guys, and that's, what can I do? How can I, here, I'll try and fix it today. So another thing that I missed a little bit on holidays is I never really do a lot of makeup. I'll tell you honestly, I do such a tiny amount, barely ever do foundation. It's more like about tinted SPFs and things like that, or maybe like once for like a special night. But sometimes I would like go out for dinner and not have even any mascara on, which feels quite liberating as well for holidays. It's quite nice to also give that break to yourself and to your skin. But I have missed doing makeup a little bit. I'm a lot more tan than when I left, so that's great because I can use the darkest of the foundations that I have, which is Vanish Stick from Hourglass in Honey. I know that like before holidays this shade would have been like looking ridiculous on my skin, so concealer looks so light, so I think I'll have to buy another concealer actually, or we'll see. I'll blend it in so it's gonna all look fine. How's everybody been? Can you guys let me know if you have had holidays this year? Where did you go? What did you do? Just like the location would be quite nice, so I can understand what you guys do. Or if you didn't have any holidays, that's I think also fine, because are holidays even really necessary? That's a question I always ask to myself. Or do we convince ourselves that we need them? I feel like I don't really need as much physical holidays because my body doesn't get so tired, but my mind needs holidays. And I'll tell you one secret. This is the Road Glazing Mist. I love this after the foundation, especially after holidays, because I'm a little bit dehydrated. So this morning I had to do like a triple skincare routine. So Filippo is a very, very chatty person. Very chatty person. He can speak to this cable, okay? He loves to speak. And I also like to speak, but I despise small talk. So like, the kind of little conversations that are not meaningful, and I really am not the small talk kind of person. Just, it's not for me. And some people could say that then maybe, oh, that doesn't make me like the nicest person. I just don't like small talk. I like meaningful conversations. So if you want to talk about culture and history and I don't know, cultural impact of religion, or I don't know, if you want to talk about things like that, I'm all in. But I really don't like having a chit chat that you're just like passing by and let's talk about that. And I think that's because I'm an extroverted introvert, so I need mental break, not the holidays. I need to rest my brain from trying to make small talk and converse with strangers, right? Because my job is such that it's constant conversations with strangers, whether it's at events or on trips. I just sometimes need to sit alone, even break from Filippo, because even, like I need to like just not speak and not like explain anything to anyone or whatever. On the contrary, he loves to meet new people. He loves strangers. He loves to have a little chit chat, small talk, loves it. So when we're on holidays, he would very often meet so many new people. And the last holidays that we had, there were some people that we already knew from that hotel, because like every year same people come at the same time. But Filippo really spoke a lot. And obviously I also then get interested because some of the people that we meet are so lovely. It's hard not to engage with them, because some of the people I genuinely really loved meeting. Most of the people actually, I want to say, loved meeting. But the point is that at the same time it's tiring. So I am very happy to be back home and to just enjoy and to speak to you guys. I think that's maybe another reason why I don't enjoy just speaking that much all day long, is because it's kind of part of my job also. I understand why if someone works in an office behind a computer, they really feel like they want to get more of people. They love the chats. How do you feel about it? I want to know, am I the only one that needs the mental break? That's what I need a holiday for. I don't need to be like sleeping in as much. After Fashion Week, I feel like I need to sleep in, because that's when every single day for over a month I'm waking up at like 7 and getting ready and wearing high heels and very often uncomfortable shoes and whatnot. But summertime, honestly, I just wanted to have time in quietness and reflect. And I feel like I'm far from everything that I do on daily basis, so it's quite nice to have the break. Anyway, the blush I'm going to use that I think is going to really highlight the sun-kissedness is the Rare Beauty in Thriving. I've been loving, actually, throughout my summer holidays, Bennett tint. It's like a lip tint and a cheek tint, and it lasts so long. It's in my beauty that is already packed. I really love it because it lasts so long. The one that I love, it's in the dark cherry color. It's so beautiful. But look how nice is this as well. Gorgeous, right? It gives that nice glow. Sometimes after I'm back from holidays, I'm not even sure if I like the look of makeup. I'm a little bit confused. This palette, I think, is like one of the best makeup palettes I've ever come across, and it's the Natasha Denona one. I don't think it's available still, but if I can find it, I will link it for you guys. So to get back to the topic of summer, what I feel like summer is the best for when it comes to me is just to like reflect, take time to think, take time to kind of like glow up. So I'm very responsible during the summer months when it comes to my hair care, my skincare. I think like I eat better, so the diet is better naturally, because honestly I don't even know why. Okay, this Charlotte Tilbury lip liner is everything, and I remember before I was tanned I thought the darker side was a little bit too dark, but now it's like perfection, especially because I'm gonna use it with this NARS lipstick in shade Envy. Look at this. It's like a perfect combo. Really golden nude, but then I'm gonna go in with another Charlotte Tilbury lip liner to add a bit of ombre effect. This I love. No lip tint today, huh? Who am I even? And then I go with Makeup Forever, this lip gloss. I love this combo. Also really makes teeth even whiter. I actually have this in the mini size and in the big size, but I cannot find the big size now, probably in my travel bag. I was talking about what I like to do during the summer months. I really love having the perfect kind of like glow up time. So to cut the story short, it's all about skincare, hair care, supplements, good diet, workout. So I've done tennis pretty much daily when we were on holidays. I've done a lot of movement in general. Obviously swimming goes without saying. I've done a lot of, you know, like everything that kind of feels good and things that I don't feel like I have a lot of time for when it's not summer. Does that make sense? Okay, this is like the worst. I need to buy a new eyelash curler for sure. Hold on, I'll go and get one from my travel bag. This is already packed to go, but it's a necessity. So yeah, all those like things, that's what I find summer for. I enjoy those kind of activities, like reading books and doing wholesome things a little bit more than over socializing, like partying, etc. I used to do that in my 20s, of course, but I just, you know, that's how I am. Is anybody else like that? You know, I really enjoy it because we obviously spent a lot of time with our close friends, and that's the kind of conversations I enjoy. Conversations that you can learn something from, that are really like meaningful, deep, exchanging experiences. In a way, it's like nurturing and nourishing, and it's really, oh, this is so much better, meaningful. So I don't know, like, am I the only person that is a bit like this? You guys let me know. So today's plan is I am gonna go meet Filippo for a little lunch. That's what we're also getting ready for. I need to also style my hair. I need to close this beauty bag because if I start stealing from it when I'm packing, I will not have what I need inside of it. Trust me, I know myself. The one trick I think, or big thing in like getting successful, is really knowing yourself and not letting yourself sabotage yourself. Does that make sense? Please tell me yes. Anyway, we're meeting Filippo for lunch. I am just gonna kind of like go through my wardrobe a little bit and see if I need to bring some things to dry clean, iron some things, etc. Because we're actually traveling again very soon, but for work on this occasion. We're gonna go to Middle East for a short moment. And after that, we're gonna continue, hopefully, our holidays. But that's TBC, depending on how we manage everything in the Middle East, and if we manage to do everything in shorter period. I think I need something also for my eyebrows. This Prada Beauty mascara I love, one of my 3 favorites. I think I'm now actually like my top favorites are the Dior Over Volume and this Prada Beauty one. They're just so good. You will see the lashes. Okay, I got some mascara on my cheek, great, but it doesn't smudge, so I'll just wait for it to dry. So that's the plan. Look at this. Besides that, the plan is to just chat with you guys because I feel like I haven't done much of that when I was traveling. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm wearing a new pair of hoops, and these are by Fry Powers. It's a brand that I absolutely love. I think I've shown you in one of the other videos the pinky ring that I've been wearing nonstop, but the hoops I love so much because look, beautiful hoop full of diamonds, and on the other side it's blue, so you can wear it also like this. But I'm loving how thick and beautiful the diamond setting is. I think it makes like a big difference. Okay, let's finish this mascara moment. Wow, loving it. I need to probably style my hair, that's for sure, but I think I'm gonna wear it straight. That's the idea. A little bit, I feel like I need a bit of something on my eyebrows, and this has been really great. This little thing that I've just recently discovered is like the Benefit Mighty Fine Brow Pen. It looks very natural. It's like a stamp slash tint slash, I don't know, but I really like it, and I'm in the shade 4. That's the makeup done. Now I need to style the hair a little bit, but maybe I'll do that in a sec. And until then, I want to also show you all the beautiful things that I have received or bought lately that I feel are revolutionary. I'm gonna start with something that potentially I'm gonna wear today when we get out, and it is this necklace. I'll put it around my neck so you guys can see it. This like random jewelry brand that I found on Instagram, not expensive, like quite, I feel like mid-range jewelry brand, and it's one of those like, you know, like the long necklaces. I think it's really cute, especially on a long dress like this. Now I bought 2 pieces of jewelry from the designer because I think it's like an independent, cute, small designer, but I will link it below for you guys to see as well. I have no idea how to pronounce the name, by the way. And the other necklace is the one that so many of you have asked me about. I've worn this when I was in Eden Rock on the 1st. Oh, maybe I'll wear this one today. I think this necklace is so fabulous. It gives me the inspiration of like Roman coin vibes, like you guys have seen my vintage Bulgari necklace. It gives me that kind of vibe, but obviously much more affordable version, in a way that it's a choker with this beautiful stone here. And actually she also makes, I want to say, silver with a real emerald, and I am in chokehold being held like this by that necklace because I feel like I need it in my life. It's that good. Just filling in, you know, when you're like sitting in front of your makeup mirror and then you just keep adding something, and then at the end you have like an extremely full face of makeup. Maybe I should remove myself from here. So this I am really obsessed with, but also this, I can't decide which one I love better, so obviously I bought both of them. This one is silver. It's just so cute and so fashion girly coded. I think I bought this like just before the holidays, you know, so I'm a little bit lazy when it comes to holidays in terms of changing jewelry, but I am trying to get better. This is great. The Road Glazing Mist. Oh, I love this. I love this. Actually, the 2 mists that I love the most are the Road and the Chantecaille Pure Rose Water. Love them both. This one is just a bit bigger. It's very refreshing. Also the Lemontini lip balm, loved it. Oh, I should apply a little bit of highlighter. Didn't I tell you it's not great when you sit by the makeup table, because then you're like, maybe a bit of this, a bit of that. This is my old broken one, by the way. I bought a new one, which is in my travel makeup bag, and I did put a cotton pad inside so that hopefully in travels it doesn't break. I just really love this highlighter. I think it's great, and over time somehow it like melts in with the skin, making it really luscious and dewy, and that's what I really appreciate a lot. So the glow comes from there. Okay, let's move on. Let's start here. I think many of you have seen this Prada bag on my Instagram, but many of you probably don't follow me on Instagram, which, by the way, I think you should totally change. now. Like, why not? You know what I mean? I do post a lot of different stuff over there. However, okay, anyway, this Prada bag I am gonna bring on the second part of my holidays because I think it's so cute. So like everything is safe inside because it's inside of this kind of like a nylon-y bag inside, and then this like very sea inspired boating ropes vibe bag with leather strap. But the best part is that this arrived, I'm sure, like I said, you've seen it, in this wicker box. This Prada wicker box, by the way, closes fully. Can I do it with one hand? Yes, I can. Look at this. So this Prada wicker box arrived full of gifts. I genuinely cannot believe my luck, but I need inspiration what I should do with this, because this is a piece of art. Like, look how beautiful this is. However, what should I keep in it? And where should I put it in my house? So I need a little bit of help, but in case you haven't seen on my Insta what came inside, there's this pair of sunglasses that I saw in Prada actually, and Filippo was like, I think you should buy these glasses because they're so cool. I actually really love them. My lashes are so long, they're hitting the glass. That sounded so like pick me and annoying, but it's true. When you apply a lot of mascara and then you have glasses that come so close and you take them off, your lashes look like that doll, you know, that like had something happen to her face, basically. Anyway, love these glasses. What else did we get in here? Love this. This can be like a bag charm, or it can be attached obviously to the beach bag or to another beach bag or to your keys or whatever you want. But I really love this red and white combo. I got a little hat. It's not a hat actually. It's like a head piece. It has the Prada triangle and these kind of like red and yellow colors. Look how cute is this. This kind of like little, not a hat, but like scarf, not even. It's like a hybrid between a hat and a scarf thing is extremely popular this summer. Another thing that is very popular are the designer fans this summer. And this is the Prada fan. I think it's so fabulous as well. And also you can attach it to your bag or whatever you want. But it's been one very hot summer, I'll tell you that for sure. So that, and then last but not least for sure, a pair of shoes. I know, how cute! It is a pair of like moccasins, and they're woven and they have Prada triangle in the front. I think these are so sweet with the leather sole and really, 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 really beautiful. Red and white. I've been really into this kind of color combo this summer because I think it's quite flattering. That's what's arrived from Prada. I just really need your help in understanding what I'm going to use this box for. And because Filippo has been very useful, I'm going to remove this 2 layers now from inside. But then when you look at the box, it's fully lined inside box. Canvas lined inside, and it's like stitched here. So it can be used for so many things. I just don't know what to use it for myself. But it's stunning. I feel like this year the Prada summer box is beautiful, but the box is like, wow, out of this world, wow. And reusing it, I feel like it's very Prada because they're all into, you know, like recycling and kind of making use out of things and not like creating waste. So help your girl out, please. You know, there is one thing that I feel like is very important to me. I need to make sure that I am very, very responsive with you guys. So recently someone left a comment on my TikTok. I love that Tamara always engages with her audience. I never even thought about it until that person pointed it out. And for me, it's super important that we have this like that I respond to you guys. So one great thing about YouTube is that actually when you go in comments, obviously there's so many comments. Keep in mind, I do the long format video and then the shorts, and then the things get lost because when you go to like back end of the comments, it shows you all the comments that somebody leaves. So I don't know if you can see, but it's like the long format video and the shorts and then another long format video. So the one on top is like a Vlogmas 22, and someone commented on that video. You know what I mean? So one great thing that you can do is also like filter it into comments that contain questions. And I do that all the time. So I go through questions to specifically respond to questions. And then I also sometimes like to respond to them also in YouTube videos because I know that the same people will watch my other YouTube videos as well. So there's one question that I just saw. Hi Tamara, how do I sign up for your newsletter? I don't see a link on your blog. You will always be able to find the link to sign up to the newsletter here in the description box below. I think we will make it like a first link so you guys can sign up to it right away. I think like I don't really mention, I don't know, do I mention the newsletter a lot? I don't know if I do, but it's not really a goal to have like millions of subscribers or anything like that. It's genuinely a personal note to you guys that I sit down and I write my thoughts on Sundays. And the last one was, I'll tell you what was the last one. Notes from French Riviera. So obviously I was recently in France and I was writing about my thoughts. The last newsletter was very personal. It was about grief, what I do when I feel like sad or upset or whatever, to get off that spiral and to get back into really feeling my absolute best. And I'm glad that I had such a great response and so many of you guys really liked it. So that's kind of like the stuff that I like to talk to you guys about as well. YouTube comment section is like really great. Besides letting me filter through the comments, you'll also see that, for example, I don't know if you can see because of the reflection, there's like a published bit here, and then there is a held. Hopefully you can see it. So whenever someone is being not so nice in the comments, let's just put it gently, YouTube knows. They just know. I think it's because that person probably is leaving a lot of not so nice comments to many people, so they're automatically like put in spam, but also YouTube chooses like keywords. So anyway, YouTube knows and it doesn't actually publish those comments. What it does, it puts them in spam, and then that's it. That person that leaves the comment can sometimes see it. If they're in another account, they cannot see it. So sometimes people will ask me like, why did you remove my comment? And I'm like, I didn't remove it, it was probably mean. And then YouTube just removed it by itself. It also allows me to focus on my real audience, on you guys. It lets me focus on responding to your comments and questions and be closer to you guys, which is something that is extremely important to me. So like one of the comments as well that I feel like I get every single summer is, why swim in the pool when there's the sea? And I think, if I'm very honest with you, in the sea I would go for a swim, but in the pool I chill and I rest and I relax and I just like it. And I don't know why it's such a like considered like shameful to enjoy swimming in the pool when there's the sea next to it. When for me, I feel like the two are not like, it doesn't mean that you have to swim in the sea when there's the sea. I think everybody should be able to choose whatever they prefer. And sometimes I do prefer the pool. So especially if there's like jellyfish in the sea. Anyway, I'm going off the tangent. I'm gonna go moisturize my skin because, as you can imagine, after summer holidays, it starts getting a little bit dry. My muscles are still sore, by the way, guys, from tennis. And I'll tell you one secret. I don't think sports are, that kind of sport is for someone like me, though I really, really enjoy tennis. I really enjoyed it, but doing tennis daily completely ruined my pedicure. Not just that it ruined my pedicure, and I don't know, is this TMI? Obviously, I'm not gonna be like that. You guys know I don't do like foot content on this channel, but both of my big toenails broke because of tennis. Is this my unique experience, or does anyone else experience that doing sports of that kind, like running or whatever, makes you break your gel pedicure? I honestly don't know what to say, but I need to fix it because we're in the middle of the summer. I need to fix it ASAP, and I hope it's going to be fixable, because otherwise I'm going to be having very, very ugly pedicure for Fashion Week, and we're not going to allow that to happen anyway. Okay, let me see what's Filippo up to and what time we're meeting for lunch. Well, it's gonna have to be ballerinas until I can fix my pedicure. This is what I think I'm gonna go for. It's so extremely, like, you don't understand, scorching hot. Just considering if I should go for this top or not. Maybe something more minimal with this skirt. Wish I could wear sandals, but no, thanks. This is a Magda Butrym tank top, by the way. What do I feel like wearing? I love this top, but maybe not with this skirt, because this one has like elasticated band, and this one has this, which I think looks better with like trousers or something different. This top is something that I feel like I don't wear enough, and it's so beautiful. I definitely need to wear it more. Do you know what? I think this outfit is great. Should we get this bag? Yeah. It kind of connects the colors together nicely. I'm ready. Okay, I need to pack my bag. I need a phone. Where's the rest of my stuff? I think in my travel bag. Let's pack this beauty. I need my wallet, which, by the way, I think I should change. I got this really cute one from Xenia for my birthday. I just need to understand if I should wear it as an everyday wallet or as like something special kind of thing. We'll pack this Dior Lip Butter Glow. I bought this in Monaco. I love it. Gum. Just need my other phone. That is it. Let's roll. past few shops and things, and everything is closed. We were gonna go to the private member club where I'm a member, and that is closed because in Italy, like middle of August means holidays, like, and not just like any holidays, but everybody goes on holidays. So I don't know how to explain. There's no organization, I feel like, or there is organization. Everybody just knows that holidays are in August and that's it. So I'm actually wearing the new sunglasses from Prada that I was telling you about because I think they're really nice. What do you think? Filippo loves them also. I'm trying so hard to give up on Coke, or at least to have it like maximum. When I'm on holidays is really hard, but I want to have like maximum one a day. But it looks like Filippo is actually the tougher one to give it up. So let's see. It's scorching outside, by the way. That is for sure. So there is the Jacques Marimage boutique in Milan. It's really so much to discover. We tried on, I feel like I tried 10 pairs of sunglasses. Couldn't even vlog it all. And it's not even that hot here.
There are people that are sunglasses and hats.
Yeah.
And
I think I suit sunglasses and hats.
So much. But then me, because I'm already a lot,
Yeah.
the beard and the hair.
It has to be specific.
No, it's very difficult for me to wear sunglasses or hats.
Today I think you're especially handsome, by the way.
Just tan.
Yeah, maybe it's the tan, I don't know, but for me today you're very handsome.
Also, you love me very much.
That is true.
That's why.
As you know.
As long as you think I'm handsome, I don't need anything else, my love.
So lucky.
That's it.
Guys, we got back home and Filippo and I were started discussing something, and now he just wanted to change, I guess. I don't even know. Phil, come. And we were discussing about movies because I'll tell you something honestly.
Tell me, my love, how can I help?
I was just talking about movies. Well, basically, I'll tell you why this is topic. Filippo's been wanting to watch My Oxford Year, and I just said every night to him, I'm not watching that because I saw on TikTok that is very sad and people are just posting themselves crying. But Filippo is like, oh my God, why don't you want to watch something that's so sad?
No, wait.
Okay, first of all, he didn't say oh my God, right?
Exactly. First, I didn't say oh my God. I never say oh my God. The point is that we were talking about how deeply any kind of sad movie has an impact on you because you are very sensitive and also very, how do you say? Empathic, which is true. Because if there is an empathic person, you can feel not only empathic, something that you guys don't know about Tamara, or maybe I said it a few times, is that she can really read the room and the people. Something I'm not good at, but she really can. She can tell me, I met this guy or this girl, and she will come, she will talk to them, she will be like, wow, yeah, go for it, amazing, business, whatever. Or she will be like, red flag. She's very good in that. But anyway, back to movies.
Or sometimes on an even more deeper Pisces level, I would say like, there's something dark about this person.
Yeah, no, you're good in that. But in the movies, so we can only allowed in this house to watch very happy ending movies.
No, it's not true.
Baby, I'm talking, you talking.
Also like we watched this, what's it called?
Yes.
Nuovo Apollo. It's also very emotional. It's
Cinema
not very
Apollo.
happy.
Very beautiful, because lately I'm turning Tamara in Italian movies, because Italian movies are always very.
You're not turning. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, they're beautiful, but also because you're learning the language, so now you really enjoy it. But French movie, Italian movie, Spanish movies, they are the best for me. But I'm a kind of guy that I like to think after the movies. I like deep movies. I like sad movies. I like. I enjoy zero the comedies. I enjoy zero happy movies. I don't get anything from that. And we were just talking about this because it's the opposite for Tamara. She only liked to watch happy movies.
No, again, not true. I love to watch deep movies, but they cannot be too, like, for example, like weird and kind of almost scary movies that I watched and really enjoyed are, I was just telling you, The Skin I Live In, Almodovar, like very disturbing movie, but something to think about after, like the new Nuovo Apollo, I think was very sad in the end. I cried, but I really enjoyed it.
No, for
but
me,
I don't like watching movies where somebody dies of cancer.
Yeah.
because I find it like too realistic. Like we watched a terrible movie. I think was it a German or a Spanish movie? The one when they're eating people.
No, but baby, that also I didn't
So
enjoy
disturbing.
because that was disturbing.
But doesn't really
no, but you know,
like
it's almost how do you say?
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi. I don't like that. But for me, if there is like a relationship or like mothers, daughters, brothers,
How about
fathers,
Notebook?
But maybe Notebook is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think it's so
Yeah.
stupid. I don't even think it's sad.
No, but I love it. I love it. I love everything.
That
you
for
know?
me is pathetic.
No, no, I love it. I love when there's like a deep love story or come on, Notebook is
Yeah,
beautiful.
I don't really.
In
I'm
the
not like,
mood,
oh
in
my
the
god.
mood for love, super slow. Super, you see all these Korean movies, all these they're super cool.
From the love movies that I cried so much, and I watched it on the plane, so maybe that's also why I cried a little bit more, because it's scientifically proven you cry a little bit more on the plane. I think Stewardess came to be like, are you actually okay? Was a very old, it's a classic. I think it's even in black and white only. An Affair to Remember.
I don't
I
know.
cried.
I might be cheesy, but my favorite movie in the history is Top Gun.
Yeah,
Top Gun is a kind of a movie, but
but that's
also
a blockbuster.
It is, but also it's 80, I think 1984, 1985. So you have to think that the first time I watched that was, very little. And there are some kind of movies that if you watch today Top Gun, you will be like, lol. But anyway, back to the main point. The difference between me and Tam is that I really love to watch sad and miserable movies because they
Filippo
make
loves
me...
to feel sad.
But you know why? Because it's miserable. That's my opinion. Miserable and sad movies, they are movies about something that I am not.
Yeah,
Touch wood, I am happy
Yeah.
and nothing happened to my family.
yeah.
So I cannot really relate to
Got
these
it.
movies.
Got it.
I love to watch, my favorite environment is drug dealers because I don't do drugs. My favorite movie is prisons because I never been and hopefully I never get.
Yeah.
My favorite movies when there are weird relationship in the family, or cheating or because I don't do that and I don't have that.
Got it.
So it's true that you had, a difficult time in your life. We can say that because of the, what happened to your family during the war, because you have a lot of things that happened to you. And I've been more lucky.
Yeah.
So I can deal easier with these kind of movies.
I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just that you're a Virgo.
Maybe.
And you like to feel more stuff because, everything is
But
a little bit more
it's
practical.
the same thing when I travel. I can go to a happy place or I can spend a week in a miserable lake in the rain. I love it. You know what I mean?
I don't, because I actually noticed this when I was a child, that if I start getting very miserable, I can very easily spiral into melancholic.
Yeah, and that's
State.
okay. And I love that state. I give you another example. Music, Every time, guys, I'm in the car by myself,
It's sad music.
I listen a lot of music. I never, ever listen dance music or,
Hit me, baby, one more
never,
time.
ever. I always put the most depressing
Okay.
Nirvana, Pink Floyd. Sad feeling, unfortunately, is way deeper than the happiness.
Can I tell you why for sure I don't listen to sad music and movies? Because I strongly believe that you attract what you vibrate.
I don't know.
strongly believe in that. So even if I feel a little bit sad, I know I need to bring myself up on like a higher vibration, because I truly believe that everything I'm living, like the best life in terms of love.
I also think that you are, and who more than me believes in, attracting things. But if I am sad, because we, have my days like you, like everybody, I hope, because you cannot live without any miserability or sadness around. But if I have like a bad day, then I cannot listen to bad music. But usually, because I'm always, in a very good kind of state of mind, I don't mind to, explore this kind of...
Yeah, I'm so careful with what I listen to, what I expose myself to. And I had like a day when I wasn't like in the best mood when we were in summer holidays. So I went to the room, I put on high frequency music, and I brought myself to like a higher frequency because I felt like, okay, this is not the right mood for
But
me.
also, can I say something? You have friends, right? Let's say that I'm feeling miserable.
Yeah.
And you tell me, come on, dress up, let's
I
go
would-
out.
I
I
wouldn't.
hate it.
I wouldn't do that.
I
First
hate
of
it.
all, that's different because
wait.
when my friend is complaining, I'm listening to my friend.
But wait, sometimes when you feel in, like that, all you want to do is to be in that environment
Correct.
and live until it's like you have a headache. You can take a pill, or you can wait until and drink water and wait until the things goes.
But we're not all the same, and you know.
Yeah, of
Better
course
than
not.
anybody else. Like when my friend calls or texts or whatever to complain about something, I listen.
Always. You're the best listener.
However, there's also, which is not the case with my friends, but there are also people that only complain, right?
Yes.
And I luckily don't have people like that in my life, but sometimes you have family members that only complain, right?
Yeah, but-
And I discussed this with Filippo, like sometimes you cannot even say you have a problem to people because they always complain. So even if you come with a problem, and even before you say anything, they come to you with 100 problems. So that's also a very difficult
Yeah,
relationship.
because
Then
you take and you take and you take, and there is a certain amount of things that you can take.
exactly.
But I think that is very important, and now we're talking about a relationship, that whoever you're feeling, the other person are respected. Because I will never like, and you never do it, then you try to make me feel different of what I feel.
Yeah.
You know?
And I would never ask you to change what kind of movies
No.
you watch.
No, never.
There are just certain movies that I don't want to watch with you.
No, but sometimes, and that's my fault, I'm so excited because I want to watch, like, there is this movie, and I know it's super sad, and I know will affect Tamara, and I'm like, shall we watch? But then I know you don't, and I will know, and I know that it will affect you, and you will might. But now I learned the lesson, guys. A few years ago was different, but now I know that she cannot sleep properly. She will have nightmares. So now it's something I really respect. But at the beginning, for me, it was like, why don't you watch it? It's just a movie, and that's wrong, because for some people, it's not just a movie. It's a way more than that. So always be careful. What is the topic? What is the past of? And that's why, you never really know the person you are with until you know her, because there is so many things that can affect a person. Maybe she had a dog, 20 years before. And now every time she see a movie where there is a dog, when we went to Japan and you saw the story of, what was the name?
Hachiko.
Achiko. For me, it's a beautiful story. It's a story of love where a dog is be waiting for years.
No, baby, I don't even want
I
to
know,
talk about
but
it.
for me, it's a beautiful story. And I had dogs, and I had a dog that died.
Same.
So, but for me, that story, and of course I cried when I watched the movie. But for me, it's a beautiful story. And I cried of sadness, but I also cried and I really enjoyed the movie. For you, and tell me if I'm wrong, you watch that movie and there is only sadness left.
Yes.
And that's it.
Correct.
So that's the perfect example of how I feel about a beautiful story with a very, very
I
sad
actually
ending.
feel the same
Yeah.
feeling. They become real for me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. For me, they don't become real. Even if I was, no, it wasn't the same story. But I had a dog, a Labrador, that lived for 16 years. And then we had,
Poopy.
Poppy. But that's, anyway, guys, this is the perfect example. So now, please, because I really, we always read your comments. And, I start reading the comments lately in the last, let's say, year. And I really like to hear what people say, because this is a very important thing, because our relationship is a lot of beautiful things. And one of these things is what we watch in bed, because it's, we work a lot. She's on her phone, I'm on my phone, on my computer, she's on her computer. The only time we have together is actually when we are in bed and we are like, what shall we watch tonight? So sometimes you watch, I'm not ashamed of it, but sometimes we watch like TV shows.
Rarely.
Rarely, but sometimes you just need your brain to not think. So you watch X Factor. I love MasterChef. Because
I don't watch MasterChef.
I love, because you don't like that. I love MasterChef. And there is a lot of sad stories there as well. But anyway, sometimes you watch that, and sometimes I feel like tonight.
I don't like
want,
watching competitions because I feel like everyone should win.
You know what I mean? Again, I cannot watch competition because she feels like, sad for the loser. Then sometimes I feel like, oh my God, tonight I feel like watching one of those French movies like The Pianist, or like, the very, very deep, but I can't. So I keep it for myself when I'm flying. you know, when I'm traveling, and that I keep the series for myself. And then we watch something, you know, happy or
I
funny.
love The White Lotus.
The
I
White
loved-
Lotus is okay. That's the only thing that we can watch together because this
But-
kind of series
But
are.
also, can I say, we just watched a beautiful movie, this Novo Apollo that I just mentioned. That's my latest Italian movie that I recommend. It's
should
so
watch it.
good.
You should watch it. It's beautiful.
so good. Wow. It's actually...
It's the producer guys. You should you know, any of you just check Odspetek, and he did 4 or 5 incredible movies. One is called Mine Vaganti, which is
One
my
of our
favorite,
favorites.
and it's in English is Loose Cannon. This is like when you want to understand the south part of Italy, just watch this movie. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Soundtrack, everything. But anyway, write
It's
down.
deep, it's beautiful. I told you already we watched the Poi si vede. It's another Italian movie. We watch a lot of like deep movies and beautiful movies as well. It's just that I don't want to watch movies that leave me with a feeling of sadness. But to kind of like summarize it, I think the beauty of great relationship and of you being evolved. Oh, Pippa, questo non era bacino. Adesso davi bacino. I think that the beauty of evolved person, and like you're showing you're an evolved person, is if you can take your partner as they are and not try to actually
No, that's for sure.
force them to watch something they don't like,
That's
or to
for sure.
force them, like, for example, you don't force your partner to do something they don't like. You don't, I don't know. That's what I believe in.
But-
Like my parents always forced me to eat meat when I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
a
yeah.
child,
No, of
but I
course,
didn't
of course.
like it, and I
Yeah.
still don't like it to this day.
But there is, and I am a little bit like that sometimes, you know. But you know why? Because the truth is that it's like when you buy. We were talking to some of our friends on holidays. I always call it the gift metaphor. To buy a gift is almost better than to receive a gift
It is
because
better.
you want to see the reaction.
Yeah.
When I buy a gift, I buy with all my heart.
Same.
And I don't buy what I like because gift is not about you, it's about them. But when you buy the gift, you are like, I cannot wait for him, her to open it because you want to see the reaction.
Agree.
And that's beautiful. So sometimes with the movie, I'm like, I watch it 10 times, that movie, but I want you to watch it to see the reaction. The problem is that the reaction sometimes is different because you think that they are going to have your reaction. Wrong. They're not going to have your reaction. They're going to have their own reaction. And that's something I think that for a human being is not always easy to understand. We always think other people's reaction is the same. You think you bought the most beautiful gift in the world. She will open the gift. I'm not talking about Tamara because I know Tamara like, but you know, with a friend. And sometimes they're like, you know, and you're like, and you know what? At the end of the day, you get upset because she doesn't really like your gift, and that shouldn't be. It's not about you. You know, it's about them. It's not about your feelings when you buy a gift. It's not about your feeling when they watch a movie you suggest. It's about their own one, as long as there is one.
Agree.
So anyway, guys, let us know what is the situation with your partner and with movies.
Yes.
Because I think that's very.
I recommend us some good movies to watch that are not too sad, but that they make you feel like thinking, oh, what I love to watch are, well, after we got robbed, I couldn't watch movies about robberies, but now I can again, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Because that was too relatable.
Yes. By the way, last night we watched.
We watched The Heist. It's a true story, kind of like a documentary, and I loved it.
Very sad, not proud because the Italians did it.
But it's so funny because when we started watching it, I said to Filippo, oh my God, let's see if it was the Serbians that robbed. And then it was the Italians.
No, it was all the Italian not proud. Also because what they did was really, really bad to this community. It was really bad. But it's very interesting, the whole thing. So
Yeah, you
and
see,
it's a true story.
so I think what I can't watch is things that are kind of like relatable or sad, but
to
recommend
pack.
us some good stuff to watch. I've shown you the earrings, right? The Fry Powers earrings that I love so much, but I don't think I've shown you already these
Am I free to
rings.
go?
You are my love. So I've been wearing, I'll insert the picture of the pinky ring that I've been wearing non-stop and I love so much, but it's actually in my Lemontini case packed or ready to go because I don't have a jewelry case at the moment. But I also got these two rings that I think are stunning and they're also kind of jewel. So on this side you have like a lighter pink and on this one darker pink and here you have like an orange and yellow. And I think my favorite colorway to wear is this. How beautiful is this? Just a little bit something different. And I really, really love these because I think they're so special. I got in my family chat, we're getting so many pictures because Alfie, the dog, of course, who else? He is coming from a groomer and he got such a nice haircut. I can't. So yes, I wanted to tell you about the rings. So at one point I was so crazy about like colorful jewelry because especially in the summer, I think it's quite nice to have like the hoops, like colorful hoops and the little piercings and things. And I'm just looking at the website. There's so many other things that I really, really love. I think it's nice always to show you guys something different when it comes to jewelry that is not same old, same old, same old. You see what I mean? Does it make sense? These are, I think, so beautiful, like the sapphire stacking ring. They're in gold. You can get them in like sapphire, aquamarine, with enamel, in so many different versions. And I just really love these. And I love that they're like dual color, so you can wear them. And my pinky ring, which is on one side like full gold and on the other side is diamonds, is so delicious. Anyway, there's one thing that I haven't shown you. I received beautiful gifts from Magda and I'm gonna bring them on our next holiday, but I just thought I'd show it to you because maybe if you want it as well, if you're planning holidays, you can get something like that as well. How cute is this, Filippo? This is very like Slavic inspired.
Very much. That's why it's Polish.
Yeah.
But I love it.
I love it too.
Let's see.
It's like...
Can you wear it now on the next trip or not?
I think next trip maybe not, but the one after, yes. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is like, it's not lace. I don't know how you call this. How do you call it in Italian?
No, it's uncinetto.
Yeah.
Uncinetto.
I also know in Serbian, but like, you know, we like our
It's like
grandmas would have this
we
on
do
the
the
tablecloths.
tablecloths. Yeah,
Same.
of
And wait, where did you put the swimming suit? There's more.
Where's the
You can
swimsuit?
put the uncinetto in there.
Yes.
But then I also got a few other
yeah, the
pieces.
swimsuit.
Yeah. And also the dress I got, Pupi.
The dress is here.
Pupi, dov'è? It's here, the dress.
And this,
The dress is actually spectacular. It has, again, the uncinetto poking out. I'm gonna try this on.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah, because it's so spectacular. The dress, I'll put it on quickly. Let me see how to close this. It's not closed. So you have like a bra inside that is like an insert. Filippo is doing something, so let's try see if I can do this without calling him. Also because my muscles are sore from playing tennis. Phil, I need your help. I do need his help, unfortunately. Not so independent. This is gonna be so pretty. These Saint Laurent heels. I'll link the whole look. Just like I link everything in the description box below for you guys. I'll do the same. Okay, I managed. That's the thing. When you think you can get help, you rely on the help. But when you know that the help is not coming, then you manage. I managed, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. The dress is insane.
Wow. Imagine with a necklace.
It has like these padded hips, similar to the dress that I wore in Rome when we were on the Yakuza trip. Look at this. It's so flattering and so beautiful. I love this whole look. It's like a fashion week outfit. If you're not so much into short dresses, Filippo just said this was like one of the most insane dresses. And he said, why am I not wearing this all the time? I think that's a bit exaggerated, but just see how do I make this work. But I received this dress as well in the mail and it's beautiful. It's like very tight top here and then it's quite like puffy midi. I've shown you this dress just like on a hanger, but now you can see it on as well in London, right? I really think it's beautiful for special events with like mules or something like that. Could be really, really cute. Beautiful necklace, crop blazer or no blazer or nothing. Like this is perfect. I wanted to show you so you can get some inspiration in case you need something or a dress for an event. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm gonna stop this video here. I'm gonna go and check Alfie's new hairstyle because I'm dying to see it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for your love, likes, comments, everything. Nothing goes unnoticed. I really, really have to say it means a lot to me. So thank you, and I'll see you in my next one. I think it's gonna be exciting. Anyway, thanks a lot and see you soon. Bye guys.